Yes? You be a good girl and sit? Oh, you're the cutest thing ever. That was so good. Well done. Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon. How you doing? Nice to meet you. I hope you're doing so very well. Today I am bringing you the quarterly stats book tag. So I'm going to be answering some questions about my reading so far in 2022, and I hope you enjoy this. Let me know down in the comments your answers to these questions, and if you have a favourite book so far this year. I would be really interested to know, but without further ado, let's get into answering some of these questions. The first question is, how many books have you read so far this year? And my answer is 17. I will flash on screen right here the 17 books I have read so far this year. I've had a bit of a weird time this year because I've read quite a bit in January, and then I read nothing in February, and then March and April have been really good months for me. So on screen I will put them into their selective months so far. We are halfway through April, so this is a little bit late on this tag, but yeah, you'll see where my reading has slightly fallen off in February, where I was in the biggest slump ever. But so far I have read 17 books and I'm pretty happy with that, and hopefully I will read loads more and that number will be higher the next time I do this tag. The next question is a book that might be a favourite so far in 2020, and I have here It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I guarantee you this is going to be on my favourite list because I read this for a vlog. TikTok recommends books and food, and I will leave that linked somewhere, either on the screen or in the description box, but I read this because of the hype and wanted to see if it was worth it. And I will tell you that I absolutely adored this. Definitely worth it. In this book we follow Lily, and she's starting to get her life together and open her own business, which is her dream. And she then meets Ryle, who seems like he has it all. He's a doctor, he has a lovely life, a lovely family, and Lily is very happy until things start taking a turn for the worst. And then Lily's first love, Atlas, shows up and things start getting a little bit messy. I related to this book so hard, and I love Lily. I also love the side characters in this. Like, they're written so well. I enjoyed this so much, and if you want to see more of my in-depth thoughts, then I highly suggest going to that video and seeing me review this as I read it, because I loved this and I guarantee you it's going to be on my favourite list because it's a favourite and it's a 5-star. I love this. So yes, this is going to be on my 2022 favourites list. The next question is a book that just missed the 5-star mark, and for this I'm going with Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Heron Blake. I gave this a 4.5 stars. This follows Delilah Green, and she goes back to town for her sister Astrid's wedding to be the photographer. Then she runs into Claire Sutherland, a snobby friend that used to make fun of Delilah with Astrid, and kind of the witch coven, as Delilah puts them. And she decides she wants to have some fun, but fun doesn't always turn out to be fun when feelings are involved. The reason this missed the 5-star mark for me was because I felt like there could have been more in this. Like, there's wedding shenanigans and drama, and I feel like it could have done with more of that. Like, there's like maybe 2 or 3 things that happen that are like wedding drama related, and I just wish that was amped up a bit more to make it like crazy wedding drama. I also think that even though this book is super sweet, super lovely, I do plan on picking up the sequel. I did really love this book because I gave it a 4.5 star. I just think that some parts dragged a little bit, and I think if you added a bit more of the wedding mayhem into this, then the parts that dragged wouldn't have dragged anymore. I still highly recommend this and cannot wait for the sequel, but it just missed that 5-star mark for me, unfortunately. The next question is there any 1-stars or your least favourite book of the year so far? I haven't 1-starred anything, so my least favourite book of the year is going to go to We Were Liars by E.Lockhart. Please don't come for me. I did enjoy this. This was a 3.5-star read. And again, I read this for that TikTok recommends video, and I think for me, the hype and the kind of knowledge of this having a big twist ruined the twist for me. I would have preferred to go into this not knowing anything, not even knowing that there was a twist, and then I probably would have enjoyed it more, but it just fell a little short for me. I did highly enjoy the writing style in this. In this, we follow four liars who are like from a rich family. They own an island, they go somewhere there every year, and one of them ends up in an accident, and then things change for all of the liars and the family. So that's really all I would say about this book. I don't think you need anything else going into this, but because it's so hyped, I knew about the twist, which I take it a lot of people do, and it just kind of ruined my reading experience of it. Still an okay book. I definitely want to see more of this author's writing style, but this just wasn't it for me, and it's been the most disappointing book I've read this year. So also, if you want to see more of my thoughts on this, then I will direct you to that same TikTok video to get both of my thoughts on this and It Ends With Us. I go into more detail over there, but yeah, I'm sorry, but it just wasn't it for me, okay? The next question is my most read genre this year, and I will again pop on screen the books that I have read so far this year, and this time I will categorize them into genres instead of months. I believe the most read genre this year for me has been romance. I've been on a huge romance kick, and I've been loving life as I read all these romantic books, and I'm not mad at it. I believe romance, mystery, and fantasy are probably going to be my top three, but it'll be on screen so you can see for yourself what books I've read for what genre, but romance definitely takes it on this one. I've been having so much fun with all the lovey-dovey stuff. I've been having a ball, essentially. The next question is a book that surprised you, and for this I'm going with The Martian by Andy Weir. I read this for a punishment from my TBR Tarot game. If you don't know, I have a TBR game I use every month to determine what I read each month. That will also be linked somewhere. But yeah, I actually had this as a punishment, and this ended up being a 4.5-star read. I'm not a huge science fiction reader, like I'm not huge into that genre, but it is something that I want to kind of dip my toes into a bit more. And I believe this was like the perfect place to start because I listened to this on audiobook, and let me tell you, Will Wheaton does an amazing job at narrating this audiobook, and the author does an even better job at making the science like understandable. Science goes over my head quite a bit. Unfortunately, I do not have that gift. So having this book kind of make it understandable and put it into layman's terms really helped my enjoyment of it. And I think that's why I'm scared of sci-fi so much, because I feel like I'm just not going to understand anything. And I give props to everybody that does like a science job or is in STEM, because like I applaud you and you're brilliant. I really enjoyed this. In this book, we follow Mark, who gets stranded on Mars, and his team has to leave him behind. He only has enough food and resources for a couple of months of life there, but it's gonna take NASA a long time, 4 years to get to him. So he has to figure out a way to survive 4 years on Mars, a planet that has nothing and doesn't grow anything. And he is the best fucking botanist on Mars, I will tell you that much. But I really enjoyed this, and I definitely want to pick up more up from this author. And it also helped me get over that fear of science fiction, which I'm so happy about. The next question is a book that has came out and that you haven't read yet. And I'm gonna call myself out here. I know, but this is my most anticipated book of 2022, right? Okay, I feel like a fraud, but when this came out in February, I was in the worst reading slump I've ever had in my life. I read 2 books, and the only reason I read 2 books is because they were both audiobooks. I picked up no physical books. I had no intention of forcing myself to read this through a slump. I did get to about the halfway point. I do plan on picking this up again and starting it from and restarting this, because I am still so excited for it. And now that I'm out of my slump, this will be happening soon. I will be vlogging it. Totally late to the party, but You know yourself when you're in a slump, reading a big book like this could just make it worse. Also, I want to enjoy this the most I possibly can, and doing that through a slump doesn't equal enjoyment. I'm just pushing myself to read it when my brain isn't functioning on the level it needs to really enjoy this. So this will be happening. I feel so ashamed I haven't read this yet, but just bear with me and I will have some thoughts on this book because I need this. I need the thoughts on this. I need to read this. I just haven't yet. Also, I am going to be that person and be like, I got a night court tattoo. Like, I've been wanting this for years and now I'm just going to be like showing everyone that I got it done, and I will probably insert a picture because like it's upside down when I hold it this way. But yeah, like, but I will get to House and Sky and Breath soon and I will bring you all my thoughts. I know it's a crime. I've committed a crime, but I will get it done. Also, another book that has been taken out that I haven't read yet is Falls Boys by Penelope Douglas. This is a spin-off of the Bully series. This is their children. This came out just at the end of March. I will be reading this soon. I am hoping to read this for a vlog at some point because I reread the Bully series in anticipation for this. Again, I have a vlog, I will link it down below, and I cannot wait to dive into the Bullies series children's story. And yeah, I will bring you thoughts on this. I'm so happy that I got this. This is out, it's here. It feels like I've been waiting forever for it, and I will definitely be getting to this soon. The next question is a goal that you set out that you've been achieving, and I have two here. I am achieving my 60 books in 2022. I set my Goodreads reading goal to 60 every year. If I read more, great, but I always think 60 is very achievable for me, and I am there. I've read 17 books. I am one book ahead of schedule, which feels nice, but I'm just happy that I'm on track, and this doesn't really mean much to me. If I complete it, then I'm gonna feel great, and if I beat it, then I'm gonna feel even better. But if I don't accomplish this, I'm not gonna be mad because I'm still gonna be able to find favorite books and to bring you my thoughts on the books that I read, which is the main thing about doing this. This is just a number that seems nice and round that I'd like to achieve. But either way, I will be happy with anything I read this year. I am happy that I'm on track, but that is subject to change at any point, so you'll have to stick around and see in the next quarterly tag if this is still the same thing. I also have one more goal that I set out to achieve, and that was to be more consistent with YouTube, and I believe I've done that. I think I fell off a little bit in February, but I still took one video out a week. My goal is 2 videos a week, but sometimes life gets in the way, so even one video a week is doing it for me. I just want to have a new video every week, and that is my goal. And I've stayed fairly consistent with that, so I'm so happy with myself, and I hope you're happy with the content that I'm bringing you. This is a goal that I set out, and hopefully when I come back to do this tag again, this will still be the same. But if not, then that's fine. But so far in the first 4 months of the year, I have accomplished this goal, which makes me so proud of myself. But that brings me on to the next question, which is a goal you need to focus more on. And for this, I have decided that I need to focus more on writing. It's not essentially a bookish goal, but at the start of the year, I took out like a goals and TBR I would like to achieve in 2022. And I haven't really been writing much in the way of projects. I write normal things like I journal every day, or I will add words to a previous project. But my whole purpose of putting this as a goal was to sit down and actually spend time, set time away for writing, which I haven't done yet. And I'm hoping in the next 3 months I can achieve more of this goal and set time aside, and also bring you some content on my writing adventures. But yeah, I haven't been doing this much in the first like 3.5 months of 2022, so hopefully I will bring that to you in the next 3 months, and then I can start achieving more goals, which is always nice to do. The next question I have here, and the last question, is any new to you book creators that you recommend. Creator on Instagram, Giota the Reader, their feed is just beautiful and I love it, so I would highly recommend. They bring you very good bookish content and I'm having a blast seeing all of their creativity and their content in my inbox on my feed. Like, I just highly recommend. So I would go subscribe or follow and hopefully you will like them too. But that is it. That is all I have for you today. That is the quarterly stats book tag. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, let me know in the comments. Give this a like, hit the bell, stick around. I am a mess, but it's okay because I try my best. And if you have any answers to these questions, leave a comment down below of your answers and I will love to see them. I love to see everyone else's stats and things that they're doing with their reading, so let me know in the comments down below. But that is all. I hope you have a great day, great week, great weekend whenever you're watching this. Remember to stay safe, happy and healthy, and I shall see you next time. Bye. And for this I'm going with